this off because it's going to say that I'm going live, and I got it. I got it. Okay. Oh, okay. Shut me up. Oh, good Lord. So, Holly and Norma and Janet and Penny, Valerie and Jean. Woohoo! We got peeps online. Okay, let me just organize myself so I can get some room here. Oh, and Yvonne. And Janet, we can see you. Can we hear you tonight?
I hope so.
Woohoo! 2 thumbs up for Janet. And Penny's there, but she's chosen to be incognito, so welcome, Penny. We're going to do the fun fold one first.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this stamp set. I've had so much fun with this stamp set. Oh. Well, how's everybody?
Good. Good.
Good weekend so far?
Oh yeah, I worked it all.
Oh my God. Well, I'm sure the people in the casino appreciate you working.
Yeah.
Apparently I forgot to get my adhesives out. And I need, oh, I got them. My dimensionals, the big ones have kicked the bucket, so I'll have to get new sheet out. Hi, Sharon. Okay, that goes in that recycle. This goes in this recycle. Holy man, this new recycling thing, I tell ya, takes a lot of time.
Yeah. Yes.
By the time you have your plastic recycle, your plastic packaging recycle, and your cardboard recycle, and the styrofoam recycle, and the food waste recycle, my garage is full. Hey, Connie. Thank you. Yeah, so we're going to make a couple of counting sheep cards tonight because they're going bye-bye. And then I have one more for Tuesday morning, and then Thursday they go for good. Which is sad because I've enjoyed playing with them, but you know, all think good things come to an end. So this is called a bridge card, I believe. That's what I'm going to call it. So this is what it is. And I put on the back, I put a piece to do your writing on. And I posted the recipes, which is a link. So if you want to download it, you can download it and keep it. One piece. Yeah, I downloaded, I put the recipes up there, and I didn't put my usual recipe on the back of the card. Now I'm lost. Okay, we'll get it. 4 1/4 by 8. Scored at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 5 1/2, and 6 1/4. So you're going to fold it like an accordion style fold. But when you fold it, make sure you line the edges up before you use your bone folder, because you want to make sure that they're straight. So you're going to fold it the first one that way and this one this way. Oh my God, Jean. She says they're experiencing a hot spell today in North Dakota. The next few days in the 90s, which is like 32 degrees Celsius. Oh my
Wow.
Lord. Hey, you have my sympathy. We have rain and it's like probably 12 degrees out there. Today is not a nice day. Yesterday, however, when we took off the whole day and went to Tofino, was an absolutely picture perfect day.
I'm glad to hear that.
Me too. It was fun. There was even people swimming. And we get out there to Tofino, and it's a professional surfing contest at Cox Bay. So there not only was there the usual overcrowding of Tofino, but all the people that wanted to watch this thing were there too. So the parking lots were all full and lined up all along the highway. And then I read Ucluelet also had a big thing yesterday. So it was stupid busy, even stupider busy than normal.
But I'm guessing your restaurants would have been open.
Yes, the only one that was not open was Chocolate Tofino, but we had that covered, so we were fine.
Good to
Okay,
have connections.
it is. And they have a store out there at one of the gas stations called Gas and Go, and they carry keto ice cream, which is sugar free.
Nice.
God, it's so good. I might have eaten an entire pint on the way home. 4 1/8 by 2 7/8 for the back. And then I think, wait, where's my white? Oh, well, white's the wrong size. Uh-oh. I think I've messed you up already. Okay, did I put on that list the white should have been? I should get the recipes out so I can read them. Should
But
have
you've got
been
a
one
2.5 by 5 1/4 for the sheet. Is that the piece that you've got there?
2.5 by 5 1/4 or 4 1/4?
5.
By 5 1/4 for the sheet.
Oh, no, I just have pieces for the sheep. No, it's for the back.
You have it listed. You just apparently forgot to cut it for you.
Oh, well, that's okay. As long as it's listed, I can fix that. I'm just going in to find the recipe so I know what I've said in there. Free sheep, counting sheep. There we go. La, 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 la. Okay. 4 by 2 3/4. So 4 by 2 3/4. I just didn't cut it. But I just happen to have spare white right here. So I'm going to cut that. 4 by 2 3/4. Okay. So there we go. 4 by 2 3/4 for the back. So I'm going to put those aside and I'll do them later. Let's get this going up here so I can, get rid of that. Zoom up there so I can see what's going on. Uh-oh, it's raining. What? Jean, all the ice cream except one had chocolate in it, so I had to have vanilla bean because I can't do the chocolate thing, but it was stupendous. Okay. Valerie has nasty wind and rain. Oh yeah, it'll be fine, I'm sure. Okay, Misty Moonlight, 4 1/8 by 2 7/8, also the same size. I'm going to layer a piece of designer paper on there. That is 2 3/4 by 4. Then I cut 4 pieces 4 pieces of Misty Moonlight that are 1 1/8 by 4 1/8, and one that is 1 by 5 1/2, and that's the one that goes across the front. Then I have some pieces to do the sheep. And this one is 3 by 3-ish to do the fences. This one is 7/8 by 5 1/2 to go across the front, and then 4 pieces that are 1 by 4. So there, that should be. I love vanilla too. I have to love vanilla because I haven't got a choice. I would love to have something else, but I don't. I forgot to tell you about this one. This is 3/4 by 1 1/2 for a sentiment, but that depends on what size of sentiment you want. Okay, that over there. We're going to build these pieces because I just realized I also forgot to bring my machine over. I'm really, I don't know. I took the entire day off yesterday. I did not even turn my computer on.
Good for you.
It was wonderful. But of course, today it's like, what? I have to get back in the swing of things, and apparently that's not happening. Oh, have you put that on yet?
Nope.
Okay. I want to cut out a tree to put in the background, and it's going to come out of this layer. So I'm using the Beautiful Trees dies. But this is like an optional thing. You don't have to do a tree if you don't want. I just have to grab my machine. I'm just going to cut that out of that layer. And if you did already put it together, you could cut it out of the back layer as well. Either one works. My first choice of ice cream is butterscotch ripple. That is my very favoritist. But I also like black cherry.
That's my favorite.
But this keto one didn't cause the stomach aches that the Chapman's ones do, which is really weird because they're full of cream. Okay, this is going to go on the inside spot. But our trip to Tofino was a success. Even the children enjoyed it. Of course, it probably had something to do with the food. Because, you know, kids are always happy when there's food involved. There. So that goes on there. Yummy. Coffee and black cherry. Yeah, I'm not a big coffee fan. I don't really like the flavor, but that's okay. What did I eat? Oh, well, we had taco fino, so fish tacos and fish burritos. And then one grandson prefers hamburgers. His whole life revolves around hamburgers. If you put something in a bun and call it a hamburger, he'll eat it. Doesn't matter what it is. So he had, this one is going to go right from end to end. There's no border on the end. He had a hamburger and fries. And I might have had a few fries because their fries are the bestest. Apparently, I didn't do a very good job cutting that. Okay, I'll use that as the top and nobody will know. And then we picked up our chocolate from Chocolate Tofino. So we had that. And then we ate ice cream on the way back. And then we had sushi when we got back to port.
In other words, you eat all day.
Yes, but we also walked 10,000 steps. So we earned it. And when I eat burritos and tacos, I don't eat the shell part. I just eat the inside part. But I do confess to a whole pint of ice cream. Sugar-free, though. At least that part's the good part. And I took a picture of the pose in Tofino. Did you see it?
Sauce.
I did.
I figured I just couldn't let that opportunity go by. We really needed to do that.
Which tells me that that's a stamp set that even if they retire it, and maybe they already have, you'll keep.
It's retired, and yes, I do. Yep. It's one of
Some
those.
things you just have to.
Yep. Tofino was the very first place I ever did that pose, too. Oh, good, Yvonne. Oh, everybody saw it. And the old man in this from the sea, you know, the one I'm married to that's old and gray and wrinkled and has not much hair left. A little bit different from my wedding photo.
I was going to say, you don't look a whole lot different than your wedding picture, though.
Well, I have less hair, too.
Well, yes, you do.
There we are. Okay, so those 4 pieces are done. That piece is done. That is done. I will wait until everybody gets all that done, because it's time for a spot of tea. I did not get any cleaning done this weekend, but that's okay. I got the food list ready for our camping trip next week, so I'm getting there.
I was going to say, well, that's more important.
Yep, I thought so. It's not that we don't have a store within, well, it's actually within walking distance, but you know, we drive. Because
You have to carry stuff.
that, and to get there by walking, you have to go along the beach trail, and it's up and down, and there's stairs and trestles and all sorts of stuff. Oh, did we lose Penny? She's gone. Okay, how are we doing?
Not done yet.
Okay. So I was watching a video. Yesterday we had a Canada-wide demonstrator event they call Super Saturday. And I was watching it today because of course I was not available yesterday. And one of the ladies said a word that I've never heard before, but it fits what happens in my craft room to a T. It's called crafter math. You know, when you're designing or you've got an online thing happening and the sea of mess afterwards is called a crafter math.
Huh, good word.
I like it. Kind of tea do you like? Oh, I just drink regular red rose tea with sweetener in it. Sometimes I have those those flavor syrup things, you know, the the sugar-free ones. And sometimes I will put a little bit of toasted marshmallow, or what's another one? Well, there's the chocolate cheesecake one, but I can't have that one anymore. There's a root beer one I have. And sometimes if I want a different kind of flavor to my tea, I'll just pop a little bit of that in my tea. But I like just plain tea. I tried all the flavored ones and I keep going back to the plain ordinary tea. How we doing, Norma?
Oh, we're doing.
Okay.
Okay, I got my 4 pieces and my 1 big piece. What else was there supposed to do?
This one.
Yeah, I did that one.
Okay,
And I did
that's
the
it.
4 sides.
That's it.
Okay.
So as far as we are. Oh, good for you, Valerie. Unfortunately, I have to have sweetener in mine. I can't get it down if it doesn't have sweetener. I get migraines from chocolate, Jean. And it doesn't matter if it is one little itty bitty teeny tiny sugar-free chocolate chip. I still get it from one chocolate chip. So I can't have any right now. Well, I can. I just have to have my headache, my migraine pills with me, because it takes about a half an hour and I'm in pain. I live with it sometimes, but it's getting worse. So I've kind of decided to stop, because when you have an allergy like that, it can turn into anaphylaxis, and I don't want to go there. So I have stopped eating chocolate altogether. Well, not the white chocolate. I can have white chocolate, but it's funny.
That's not chocolate.
I know, but I can have it.
Well, then you should have it.
I am. I do. I found some new snack bars that are white chocolate, sugar-free white chocolate.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so I cut one of those out. I'm cutting another one out. This is the fence. And I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Before I said white chocolate. And you know, there was that whole squirrel thing happened, and away we went on the other way. Mine too, Carla. My very favorite thing from Celebration. Okay, so 2 of those. And then 3 sheep. We're going to be 3 sheeps to the wind. Because it's windy right now. Yes, well, mine started out being hormonal, and I could time the time of the month with them. But then when but I never liked chocolate until I went through menopause, and then I started really craving chocolate, and that's when my migraines really took off. So it's my own fault.
Did you use 3 different sheep?
I used 3 different sheep.
Thank you.
One. And 2. So these new bars I found, they're from Costco, but you can't get them in Costco. They're only Costco online, but they're made in Toronto. And they have 2 of them that are chocolate free. 3 of them, but one has lemon and I can't do lemon a lot either. So, but it's very nice having choices. Okay, I'm going to cut my sheep out. One. Migraines are not fun. They're really debilitating.
Yep.
And my doctor refused to believe that they were migraines because of the way I get them, which is, of course, not the normal way people usually get them because I don't do anything normal. So we tried his way of dealing with my tension headaches, as he called them. I said, okay, you have 2 tries and then we're doing it my way. And of course, I knew my body and I won. I did not get textures and frames, Jean. That's the one thing I did not get because I was concentrating on getting penguin paper for my penguin class. I think I'll just leave the tape on there because I've got to cut them out for the next card too. Did anybody get the textures and frames stamp set?
Yeah, is that one of the free ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Because I was running out of options. Well, I got
Yes,
everything in there.
but I really like the fact that celebration was only 2 months
Yeah.
because I didn't end up with a whole stack of leftover stuff. Yeah, I lost my white. Where'd my white go for my sentiment? There it is. Usually I have so much at the end, but this time I just have a few pieces. And I'm going to use them for something, for giveaways for something funky. I just haven't decided what it is yet.
All right, cutting out.
Okay, so we should have all of our pieces now ready to do some assembly.
No.
Okay, carry on. I'm just going to color. I'm using light pale papaya just to add a little bit of color to the sheep. And when I get those done, I'll just sit and wait for everybody to catch up. These dudes are so cute. I'm doing another one on Tuesday that has an attitude.
Good thing, because I just opened mine.
Really?
Well, I'm a little behind the time. What can I say?
That's what happens when you've been away and you've been camping and you're trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have lots of time to play with it. I never know whether to do over top of the eye or not. So I do not.
Hooves are smoky slate.
Hooves are light smoky slate. Yep.
Which is light smoky slate?
The hooves,
Okay.
hoofs, the bottom of the feet.
And the rest is pale papaya?
The feet, the legs and the face and the ears are light pale papaya.
No. Pale petal.
It's-
Okay, well, pale petal pink works too.
But you've used pale papaya on there, haven't you?
I have. But there's not much difference between the two. I'll show you.
Yeah, no problem. The notes say petal pink.
Really?
Yep.
Oh. Ah, sorry.
It's okay.
Apparently
Is it-
I don't know what I'm doing.
No
this
problem.
is
Which
That's
one are
pale.
we using?
use either one. Either light pale papaya or light petal pink. Because in reality, there you go. There is absolutely, let me focus it for you. Come on, focus.
There's very, very little difference.
There is not much difference at all.
No.
So either one works. Oh, and our back piece needs a sheep on it as well. And our envelope. So might as well do it. And then I can color them too. I want to change up and use the attitude on the back.
And the back piece is what size?
2 3/4 by 4 1/4.
Okay.
I think.
I got 4.
4. Yeah, 2 3/4 by 4. I got to
Okay.
cut mine. Apparently, when I cut it, because I missed it, I didn't cut it right. I think I'll use this one.
You were just really checking to see if we're on our toes.
Oh my God. Either that or I really need, I don't know, more tea or something. The good thing, my cutter's not very far away. And thank you, Norma, for bringing that to my attention before I tried to put it on my card.
Oh.
It's really hard to cut when you have adhesive on the back. It gets stuck in your paper trimmer. My light pale papaya is running out of ink. And I have a new one, but I don't want to use it yet. Man, it's just pouring out there. There we are. Okay. So I will wait there until everybody gets all their pieces cut and stamped and colored. How we doing? Coming along?
Almost. So all those sheets are stamped and colored, and is there any other stamping that we were supposed to do?
Sentiment?
Okay.
Back and envelope.
Got
That's
that.
it. That's it. Okay, is anybody over there on Facebook crafting along with us? Just let me know if you are so I can keep an eye on everybody. Because I don't want to get too far ahead. Jean is just watching. Oh, Marlene is trying to craft. Good. Good, 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 good. So today I did the free class for October. And Sharon is trying, and Yvonne is, yay. Good. So October is going to be gift card holders. We're going to make 2, but I'm going to share a link to the video to the third one that I did recently online for a demonstrator event that we did. And you'll get recipes for all 3. And all 3 of them are different. Okay, how we doing?
I'm doing a lot of gift cards.
Yeah, me too. That's why I figured if I got to make them, I might as well make them into a class at the same time. Okay, I'm going to attach my back white piece to the back misty moonlight piece. And if you're not that far yet, please let me know and I will stop and wait for you. Because this is a fun class. This is not a stressful event. That goes on there like that. Okay, that's not centered. I really had issues today centering stuff, but you know what? It is what it is, and that's where it's staying. Now I'm going to put it on the back of the card because it's much easier to put everything onto the card before you put the bridge on. Once you get that bridge on, it's kind of awkward getting stuff on there. Oh, that's cool, Jean. I remember Frights and Delights. That was a fun one. Jean is doing Paper Pumpkin from 2018.
I'm doing Glenda's card with old DSP.
Yay!
Were we supposed to put the back on?
Yep, I did.
Oh, okay.
So the back is on and the center front is on.
Okay.
Now the side pieces are going to go on, but I'm going to do auditioning first to see which ones I want where, because I don't remember if I made them continuous or not. This way. That way. Okay. So I'm going to put those on now. Some of the schools here in British Columbia are not allowing treats, Halloween treats, to come into the school. So the kids are going to miss out this year, but holy man, we've got an epidemic in our schools right now. There's a lot of kids and adults that are
Oh, yeah.
got COVID. Okay, now that's going to go on there. Uh-oh. Why is that one so long? Okay. Pull it up. Because you don't see the bottom, if you have an issue like I have, where I don't know why it's different size, but line the tops up, because that you're going to see. The bottom you're not going to see because it's covered with the bridge.
Or at some point it wouldn't hurt, to take like 2 weeks at one point, but you never do that, do you?
I'm just going to mute Holly. There we go. Okay, so those two go there. And those two go there. I love this designer paper. Pretty. And I kind of hoarded this pattern. I don't know why I'm hoarding it. But I finally gave myself permission to use it.
I still have a hard time using DSP.
It took you a long time to start cutting, didn't
It did.
it?
Now I have so much, I gotta use it.
There.
My cupboard's full.
Nice.
No.
Well, start making envelopes.
I think so.
Might as well make them instead of buying them if you got, and with the new way to make them, they are so easy.
Yeah.
Jean said her kit makes 24 and she needs 21. That's perfect, because then you have 3 left over for the teacher, the principal, and the secretary, or teacher's aide or something. Okay, now the tree is going to go in here, but I want to audition my sentiment because it's going to go first, and I don't want my tree to be interrupted by my sentiment. So it's going to go down there. I'm just going to put some combo on there. Apparently my combo is working well tonight. Some days it does and some days it does not. Who knows why? Okay, that's going to go there. So this is going to go here, like that. No, we don't hoard paper. We collect it. We treasure it.
It just needs an exact spot. And I haven't found it yet.
Okay, so we have to put the inside sheep in now because it's easier to do it now than later. But you have to be aware of where your bridge is going to go, so you'll be able to see the sheep. So I'm just doing a dry run with the bridge so I know where to put the sheep, and this is going to go onto dimensionals.
Ooh.
Oh, got glue on my finger. It keeps catching. And I'm going to put some on the legs too.
Okay, so the next one's the tree.
Yep. Whoops. I have little pieces of dimensional sticking everywhere. Get off my fingers. There. Okay.
And after the tree is?
The sheep on the inside.
Okay.
Just be aware of where you're putting it because you don't want it to be covered up with the bridge. Then I'm going to put the sentiment on and then I'll just stay there until everybody gets caught up. Oh, good Lord, I got to get that glue off of my finger. It keeps taking my paper everywhere.
So is your sheep glued on?
My sheep is on dimensionals.
On dimensionals. Okay.
So make sure you do everything on the inside of your card before we go on, because once you get the bridge on, it's really hard to get pieces in there. Oh, so the sheep dyes are gone. Well, they said that there was a possibility they would run out. I'm going to Winky the sheep. There. Yeah, I haven't been into the website at all today to see what's going on in there. I decided I needed to have a creative day, so that's what I did today. I made cards. Well, cards and gift card holders.
I made another funky card with that peaceful deer.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
A fun fold?
Yes, of course.
Of course. Well, I know what you mean by funky, but the other ladies. Uh-oh, Janet's in Powell River's power is out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, Holly, I muted you, so we can't hear you.
Sorry, just when my son phoned, he said about half the town of Powell River's out.
Ah, well, Val said it was windy over there. I will ask Janet when she comes back to show what she made, Jean. She's coming and going.
Okay, holy cow, I'm caught up.
Oh, good. Janet, are you willing to share what you made today?
Of course.
Okay, when you're ready, oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Is that an easel card?
That's not what they called it. They called it a bay fold,
Oh, okay.
and then it opens that way.
Can you hold it up a bit?
Sorry.
Oh, that's cool. So it's like it does like an easel card on the snowflake.
Yes.
Wow. Janet's going to do a class for us one day when I'm going to volunteer her. That's gorgeous.
I enjoy doing those things though.
Yes. Okay, shall we move on? We ready to put the bridge on? Okay. So the bridge goes right at the bottom and it attaches to the two outside folds where you're getting very pretty and beautiful, Janet.
Thank you.
So what I do is I put it on one side. Which side do I want down? Because I've got this really crooked. And I'm going to line it up. It's going to go right from one end to the other. But I need to know where to put my adhesive. So I'm lining it up and drawing a line on that side so I know where to do it. And then I'm going to move it over to the other side and go right to the end and do a line over there. So I know that I have to put my adhesive in on the outside of those two lines in order to not glue my card together. So just on the edges. Like that. Okay, this way it's going to go. And then I'm going to put it has to go right down along the bottom of the card. Otherwise, your card is going to tip. So if you want it to stand straight and not tip forward like this, then you need to go right down to the bottom and right over to the far side. And it doesn't matter which side you put on first. Just make sure it's straight before you push it down. And then you get one side on, and then you close that side and hold this side open and put it down there. Like that. Then if you have any excess like I do, then I just cut it off. That's why I make that strip go right to the end. So there's amendability. How's that for a word? Okay. Now the sheep goes on this side first, and he's going to overhang a bit, so only put adhesive on his right-hand side. And just adhesive, I'm not using dimensionals. Like that. Now, I should have put Tombow dots on this a long time ago, but I didn't. So wait, don't put the Tombow on yet. I just remembered. So you're going to put them, first of all, figure out which way it looks better. I've got to get rid of that glue on there. Figure out which way looks better. And this is exactly the right fit to go from edge to edge. But make note of where you don't want the glue, because you don't want to have glue here. You just want it where your cardstock is. So this one, I'm going to draw a line right here. And then another line right there. So that I'm not putting glue on. I'm only putting glue on this side. Then I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. And not here. Janet, Wendy said your card was cute.
Thank you.
When I first met Janet, she was already making cards. And I wondered to myself what the heck I was going to do to keep up to Janet.
I don't get where I'm not supposed to put glue.
The part that overhangs here, Norma.
Oh, okay.
Now, where's my pencil marks on this one? Uh-oh. There. There and there. So how long have you been making cards, Janet?
A long time. I have no idea. There used to be a place out on Saunders Road.
Yeah, up
There was
Beaver
a
Creek.
out there, and it was through Sunshine Club is where I started, I think, between her and Sunshine Club.
Ah,
And then it's just exploded.
yes, and she had to quit and move when her hubby got so sick.
Yes, he got extremely sick.
And Marge is still in touch with her. He used to work with my hubby.
Yeah, one of the mills or something, didn't he?
Yeah, he was at the paper mill.
Yeah, pretty sad.
And Ted was just going to introduce me to her and him, because I figured I was going to start doing this, and then she stopped doing it. So, okay, so then I'm going to put my fence on here. Like that. So Port Alberni people, did you hear Pescaderos is shutting down?
Yeah. I also heard it's been sold to our burger joint.
Oh yeah, like we need another one of those.
I know.
Apparently Wendy's is going in
Yep.
up there by the mall. Good God. And we get some half decent restaurants that have real food in them. I used to enjoy going to Pesky's for brunch. I had good food. Okay, so there's my fence on there. And then your last sheep will go on this side. And I'm just going to use adhesive. I'm not going to use dimensionals on this one either. And from there over. I can't imagine trying to keep a restaurant open the past couple of years. How stressful. Sorry, sneeze. There we are. Oh, except for the bling. Apparently, I didn't put the bling on. Where did I put the third one? Oh, there it is. I kind of see where the third one is. It's right down in there.
Okay, where's the bling?
The bling is, hang on, one there,
Yeah,
one there,
yeah.
and one down there.
Okay.
It's really hard to show you that one because it's in the shadow right there in the tree.
Oh, I forgot to put a, that sheep that's not on dimensionals, the one on the left-hand side, right?
Nope, the two front ones are flat. It's only the inside one that's popped up.
All right.
Okay, so while you finish that, I'm just going to go across the hallway and I'll be right back. Okay. How we doing? Fini? Tout fini?
Not yet.
Okay. This card is so cute. Wow. The sheep on the card is cute.
And what color bling did you put on?
I use soft succulent because it has a bluish tinge to it. Thanks, Jean. I think I'm going to have to keep this stamp set too.
Okay.
It's like the chicken one. It's fun to use.
Oh, that's so cute. Now that I can actually look at it.
Okay, is everybody done? Anybody still working?
So all you do is fold down one side to put it in the envelope, right?
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, next. Fuzzy sheep.
Hmm.
But I discovered something. And being as you are here in the class with me, I'm going to tell you, don't put bling on the white velvet because it turns them gray. If you want gray sheep, you can put bling on winky on your velvet. But if you don't want gray sheep, don't put it on.
Oh, okay. So no winky.
No winky. I'm glad I didn't do it on my clouds. Okay, the recipe for this one is, let me go down here. Oops, up here. Okay, thick basic white, 8.5 by 5.5. 5 1/4 by 4 basic white for inside. Pale papaya is 5 by 3 3/4. Then I have a strip of beautifully penned designer paper that's 1.5 by 3 3/4. Some white velvet that is 1 3/4 by 5.5, and there's 2 pieces. Now to stamp on this velvet, we need to use Stays On. The other one will work, but you'll have to let it dry for a bit. So we'll do the stamping first.
Okay.
Just stamp one of each. If you stamp with anything other than Memento, you're not going to get it as dark either. It'll be quite a bit lighter. It does work.
So are we doing Memento or Stays On?
I'm doing Stays On, but if you don't have Stays On, use Memento. But if you have Stays On, use that. Thanks, Marlene. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Holy, it's raining hard outside.
It definitely is. Well, last Friday, like a week ago Friday, when we had that deluge, we had 3 inches of rain in 24 hours.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And it
Okay,
sounds
so
like
we're
we're getting it
stamping-
again.
We're stamping one of each on the velvet, right?
Yep. And if you don't have velvet and you're using basic white, that works too.
Those are pretty light sheep.
There we are. Oh, Jean, if I could email it to you, I would. You can have lots of our rain. I'm just thankful it didn't rain yesterday. It held off to today.
Yeah. Lucked out there.
Of course, it would have been less busy in Tofino if it had rained. All those stupid tourists out there. Then we go to the co-op because we always go to the co-op and support the local co-op. And she rings me through and says that'll be whatever. And I looked at her and I said, but you didn't ask me for my co-op number. And she looks at me and she says, you have a Tofino co-op number? I said, yes, I do. Oh. So she plugs it in and there's our Tofino co-op number that we've had for 15 years. Surprised her we did.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cut 2 clouds. There's 2 cloud dies in there. Apparently that was an overkill in velvet, but that's okay. You need 1 of each cloud. We go there because the Tofino Co-op is one of the few places that you can get peanut butter Chex cereal. And they have these amazing white cheddar smokies. So not only do we have our favorite restaurants there, but we have our favorite food at the Co-op as well.
Cutting out. Dies. Where'd you go?
Oh, Connie, I wish I could. Now, Connie, if I remember correctly, you're in like Oregon or something, aren't you? So you would be easier to send this rain to, if I remember correctly.
Crash.
Nevada. Oh, well, I was close. Oh yes, I remember now because I told you about my trip to Reno when I was pregnant with my kids. Aha. It's all coming back to me now. Okay. Is anybody still cutting out?
Yep.
Okay. It's a good thing we live on a hill.
Okay. Oh, where's my top plate?
So Connie, have your casinos been running the whole time down there in Reno? I forgot to stamp my inside of my envelope. I'll put this one on the envelope. And put this one on the inside. Ah, wow, that must have just about killed your town not being open last year. Wow.
Okay.
Well, it's good that they're open now, but I lost my black. There it is. I don't know. Still scares me going in even to a restaurant to pick food up or go grocery shopping.
Okay, we're stamping on the inside, did you say?
I stamped my inside an envelope, yep.
Okay.
Where's that other card that I didn't put my stamp on? I think it's going to be a very long time till we're comfortable going inside anywhere without a mask on. I'm even contemplating starting to order my groceries online. Okay, are we ready to move on? I'm going to put my designer paper on, right onto the pale papaya piece. Line it up so I get it straight. Because that doesn't always happen, especially today. There we are. I think I got it straight. I like grocery shopping because I do a lot of impulse buying, or, oh my God, I forgot to put that on my list. And I don't think I would do that ordering online. Could be cheaper though.
I would think I would forget too many things. Because when I go, then it reminds me, oh yeah, I needed that.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put this dude over here, and I'm going to stamp this one. I'm going to do happy birthday. And so I'm going to stamp this as right over to the side. And sorry, but I can't see what I'm doing because my camera's in the way. So it's going to go right down close to that strip. Like that. And apparently I should have had my mat underneath. I would have got a better image. And then I'm going to do happy over top of it like that in black. Oh, I didn't do it down far enough. Oh well. C'est la vie. And then that can go right onto your card base.
I don't have those stamp sets. I'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Well, just put a happy birthday or some kind of sentiment on there.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost got it straight too. And then the sheep go on dimensionals. One kayaking across the top like that, one dancing over here by the birthday, and one just hanging out at the bottom. Boy, I'm knock on wood glad that the power didn't go out while I was doing this. But it's not windy here right now either. The wind has died. Okay, leg pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of legs. So this is, my sister is moving now. The house is all packed. The movers are supposed to come either today or tomorrow. I haven't checked with her to see which one. I sure hope it's tomorrow. I
Yeah.
would hate them to be packing up in this rain.
Did they find a place, Glenda?
Yeah, they did. They're about 15 minutes down the hill from Sun Peaks.
Oh, they did find it there. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I know that's where they were looking.
Yeah, they're out in the middle of absolute nowhere. So that the services like internet and cell phone and TV go so far from Kamloops and stop before their place. And then the services that are available in Sun Peaks come down so far and miss their place. So they're right in the middle. They had to have the telephone brought into them. They
Wow.
had to set up some kind of satellite TV thing. And they're waiting for Elon Musk to get his satellite TV up and running so they can get actual TV. I don't know.
Paris.
Yep, pretty much. Out in the middle of nowhere.
And then every time the companies change the direction of their satellite, they'll end up losing their internet and their telephone.
Oh well.
There-
Well, they had a landline brought in, so they have, at least they're going to have that.
Oh, they're lucky. Bonus.
Yeah.
Because Tara couldn't get a landline. She needs something like 30 telephone poles that she's got to pay for.
Oh, yeah. Their driveway is not long, and apparently it was within reaching distance. So. Okay, then the sheep go on. There we go. The dance and attitude. And the flying trapeze artist. And I think this one must be the mother who just stands there and watches her children carry on. She looks very sedate compared to the other ones. Oh, shoot. I put dimensionals on both clouds, and one should not have had dimensionals. Off me. Now I gotta take them off again. Got a little carried away. There we go. Put some Tombow on it instead. So much for my Tombow working.
So the top cloud has dimensionals?
This one does.
Yeah.
So the one underneath does not. Thanks, Jean. I don't think it's possible to make an ugly, not cute card with this bundle. You would really have to do some scheming to get it to be not cute. It'd make a cute Halloween card too. There we go. Just have to put the bling on. And I'm using In Color Jewels again. And I'm using the pale papaya ones. Let's move this one out a bit. There we go. Now I sponged a little bit. Valerie, are you still there? May have lost your powers out over there. I sponged a little bit of pale papaya around the outside of the inside piece. There we are. A little more at the top. And it's going to go there like that. No coloring on these ones. So I tried coloring the white velvet and I was not impressed. So my October class is all about the cozy peaceful cabin.
I can hardly wait for mine to come in.
And if you want the bundle and the cards, then the RSVP date is the 6th, which is a week Wednesday. And if you want just the cards or just the tutorial, then it's the 12th. Now, if you live outside of Canada, you can get the tutorial and prep the stuff yourself and join us. So I'm just going to show you little sneak peeks of the cards. Sort of. There's one. Ooh, it's gone. You're going to have to watch the replay if you missed it. And then this one's a fun fold. Ooh, it's gone. I'm not telling you what fun fold.
Book.
And then this one. The bling on that one. Okay, where's my other one of those? Because I've already done the videos. There should be 2 of each. Oh, there it is. And then if you're part of my tutorial subscription, you get a 4th one that the rest of the world does not get. And all I'll tell you is it might be purple.
Very pretty though.
And there's bling, 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 bling. Yes, I am a tease. Absolutely, I'm a tease. So the bundle. Let's get the price. The price for the bundle is $90, and you get the kits basically for free. The tutorial only option is $10, and if you want the kits, it's $15. And if you live out of town, postage is included in the kits, but not in the bundle. I am a tease. I enjoy teasing. Because when I did my newsletter, I didn't have the cards, so all I could show you was what the bundle looks like. Now the cards are done. So there is sneak peeks of the cards in my weekly update in your inbox on Tuesday mornings. Mine's all ready. I'm so excited. I have it all done. I'm away because we leave on the, when do we go? We leave on the 7th and we're back on the 14th. And while I'm away, I'm going to queue up some of my old videos so that you can get a laugh out of the way they were. The first one I have queued up for this coming Friday because I have a class in the evening. It's my penguin party card class that evening. So I've already queued up my very first video that I ever did. Oh my Lord, it's bad. But the card is still, the technique for the card you can still do. And it shows how to use designer paper. And it's the most watched video that I have in my YouTube channel. So it's still popular, still getting views for it. So the cards, everybody done?
Yep.
Okay, shall we do a show and tell? And if anybody on Facebook, if you created along with us and you'd like to send your card to me in the chat or email, I will share them as well. Okay, who wants to be first? Okay, Norma,
Okay. Okay,
you're first in my line.
there's that one.
Oh, I like that tree. That's cool. Lovely.
And there's that one.
Cute. Oh, I love that sentiment. That is such a pretty font. Good. Well done. Thank you for sharing.
Well, thank
Janet,
you.
you're next in line. Okay. A
Mhm.
little closer. Ooh, that is cool paper. I like that background.
That was something to do with lilies.
That was Celebration about 2 years ago. Nice. Oh my God, I love those sheep. Those are really cute. Holly, did you make two?
No, I just watched.
You just watched. You're allowed to do that. Thank you for watching. Yvonne is done. And Jean says, very cute, Norma, and another cute card, Janet.
Thank you.
We would probably have Valerie's cards to share, but she's probably in that zone. If Janet in Powell River was without power, then Valerie would be without power because that they just don't live too far from each other. So thanks so much, ladies, for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you joining me in my craft room.
Well, thank you very much.
And the next one, the gift card one, we'll post soon so you know what to create. Trying to get the cards in here for you. There we go. We don't need two of those.
Love the cards.
Thank you. Thanks, Connie, who says they
Very
were
cute.
all great. Yep, it's gonna have to say goodbye. A fond farewell to our sheep friends soon.
Yeah.
It's too bad that Ted's family that used to have the sheep farms are not still alive. They would be perfect cards for them. But they're all long gone. So thanks so much, ladies. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll be back at 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
All right.
Something
Thank you.
exciting.
Thanks, Glenda.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now. Okay.
Night.
End.